半分しか入って。
Okay, so we're just going to wait a little bit as people start coming in.
チャンさんもここにいるか。大丈夫です。大丈夫。
Just give it a little longer and we'll wait.
아, 온도를映ってる。それ何？普通のウェビナー？
参加者。
Oh.
Okay. I think people are starting to roll in slowly, so I think we'll get started. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Happy Monday. We're about to start our last week here at our New York Mutual Trading Virtual Expo. This week is our food week. We've got session 1 today. It's Holy Cow. We're getting started just in a few seconds. We've got everybody ready. All right, I think we're all ready to go. So good morning. Let's go here. All right, so just wanted to introduce you to all our hosts. I think I'm actually missing a couple of people on this slide here, but first and foremost, you'll see a picture here of Taka-san here, our senior purchasing manager, who will be on here, and you'll see him in just a second. Tonogawa-san, who's also here with us, our purchasing manager. And then Steven is here, I believe. Yep, he's there. And then we have also Chung Kim. He's our sales representative, and he's also the culinary team leader who will be doing a live demo for us today. And if I haven't met you before, my name is Masai, and I'll be hosting with our crew here. We also have, I believe, we'll be joined by Nishikawa-san later. And then our special guest today for our Holy Cow seminar, I just wanted to introduce who we have some guests from Japan here. We'll have Mizobe-san from the Miyazaki Prefectural Government, Iwakiri-san from the Miyazaki Agricultural Economic Federation, and then from Miyachiku, our special guest, we have Furutani-san, and we also have Yokobe-san, who are joining us from late over in Japan, so we'll get a chance to chat with them. Just wanted to explain that, as Zoom goes, you know how it is. We might have a few issues here and there. We're hoping that we won't have any problems, but if there are, please bear with us. We're just, just trying to deal with one thing at a time here. So we'll try to keep you logged on here. And for those of you who are new to Zoom, I just wanted to give you a quick introduction. I know a lot of you use Zoom in your meetings, but this is a webinar format, so things are a little bit different. So I just wanted to point out, if you have your screen here, there's a little chat function here, and you can log on here to give us a shout and let us know where everyone's coming from. Tell us a hi, any comments you might have for us, but just let us know today where you're logging on from. And we also have a Q&A function. So if you have any questions for us, you can go ahead and put it in this Q&A, and then we'll try to get to those towards the end of our webinar. And you'll see our screens here just to let you know how it's going to look. Just type in your questions over in this box, or when you're also chatting with us, make sure you're going to choose the all panelists and attendees so we can make sure that everyone gets to see what you're saying and we can all talk together. All right, and then I'm going to send it over to Taka-san. All right, where are you at? There you are. All right, take it away.
All right, thank you, Masai-san. Hello, everyone. This is Takashi Nakarai. I'm purchasing manager of New York Mutual Trading. She's the Heidi Hayashi. She's my assistant. All right, welcome to our virtual expo. The first session is Holy Cow. Today we are going to focus on Japanese premium Wagyu, which is the Miyazaki beef. Miyazaki beef has been the winner of Wagyu competition in Japan for 10 years. Today's presenter, Miyachiku, will let you tell you what makes Wagyu so special. So Heidi?
Yes, please look at this. This has really beautiful marbling. This is the A5 strip loin. Today we are going to do some cooking demonstration using this sizzling beef. I hope you enjoy it.
Great. Thank you. All right, so please enjoy the show. Thank you. All right, hold on a second.
Thank you for watching. Today we would like to share with you information about Japanese Miyazaki Wagyu, the #1 Wagyu in the world. Miyazaki Wagyu is supported by 3 entities. First, the local government of Miyazaki Prefecture. Second, the JA Miyazaki Agricultural Economic Federation, which is an agricultural support organization for producers in Miyazaki Prefecture. Third, Miyachiku Corp., a meat processing and sales company. In Japan, this cooperative structure is unique. Today, I would like to give you a briefing from each of our perspectives. Today I would like to give you a briefing from each of our perspectives. First of all, the Miyazaki Prefectural Government Office would like to explain the characteristics of its region. Next, JA Miyazaki Agricultural Economic Federation will give some background on Miyazaki Wagyu, mainly from the perspective of breed production. Then Miyachiku Corp. Will give you a briefing on the deliciousness of Miyazaki Wagyu and our sales results. Finally, the 3 organizations would like to explain their brand management efforts for Miyazaki Wagyu. I am Yu Mizobe from the Miyazaki Prefecture Government. Miyazaki Prefecture supports various aspects of Miyazaki cattle production. Here, I would like to explain how Miyazaki Wagyu is born and raised in Miyazaki Prefecture. Miyazaki Prefecture is a municipality located in the south of Japan with a population of approximately 1.08 million people and an area of 3,000 square miles. Miyazaki Prefecture has the 3rd highest average temperature in the country and one of the highest number of clear days with long hours of sunlight. Because of these characteristics, sunshine is the theme of the prefecture. Miyazaki Prefecture is also known as a hub for sports. Every year, many of our Japanese professional sports teams visit for training camp. Likewise, many foreign national teams visit before World Championship competitions. We welcome all famous athletes who visit us by presenting them with Miyazaki Wagyu. The 2019 ISA World Surfing Games were also held in Miyazaki Prefecture. Our prefecture is also known as a treasure trove of food. Blessed with a rich natural environment and mild climate, Miyazaki Prefecture is a prosperous producer of agricultural and livestock products. Of course, we produce Miyazaki Wagyu, but also many other high-quality brand-name fruits, vegetables, and meats that are proudly sold throughout the country. It is also the #1 producer of shochu spirits in the country. For many Japanese, the word Miyazaki conjures images of delicious food. This is a land with brand power. The rich nature and mild climate of Miyazaki Prefecture has ideal conditions for the production of agricultural and livestock products. This helps Miyazaki Wagyu be the best beef in Japan.
I am Kanae Iwakiri from JA Miyazaki Agricultural Economic Federation. I will explain the characteristics of Miyazaki Wagyu, mainly from the perspective of breed production. JA Miyazaki Economic Federation protects and nurtures the Miyazaki Wagyu brand from the production side of the business. Before I explain further, I would like to give you some information about JA Miyazaki Economic Federation. We help sell the agricultural and livestock products produced by our members. We also help purchase production and other materials from them and give them agricultural guidance and other support. We are working together with JA and JA Zenno as a cooperative organization. Our goal is to help increase the efficiency and profitability of our member farmers by strengthening the management functions in each organization. We also help them to take advantage of the benefits of the cooperative organization and utilize the rich climate of Miyazaki. In addition, we set up the cooperative company in order to help meet the diverse needs of farmers. The cooperative company helps farmers by improving the processing of agricultural and livestock products and improving their business system, such as sales and procurement. Our objective is to consistently improve the economic and social status of our member farmers. JA Miyazaki Economic Federation's core business are horticulture, agriculture, and livestock. Each business is organized into own department, which is committed to the development of that business in Miyazaki. I'd like to give you some information about Miyazaki Wagyu. Miyazaki Wagyu is a Japanese beef produced and bred in Miyazaki Prefecture. We use special criteria so that only the ideal cattle are selected for Miyazaki Wagyu. We will explain our original selection method in a moment. But first, let me explain a bit about Miyazaki Wagyu. Wagyu has become synonymous with tender and tasty beef, and it's now part of international culinary lingo. The word wa means Japan, and the word gyu means beef. Put together, Wagyu means Japanese beef. Real Wagyu from Miyazaki Prefecture is one of the world's most delicious and high-quality beef products. Unfortunately, most of the beef marketed and Wagyu in the world today is not Wagyu in the true sense of the word, since the cattle was raised outside of Japan. There are 4 breeds of Wagyu in Japan: Japanese Black, Japanese Brown, Japanese Shorthorn, and Japanese Pulled. 97% of the Wagyu breeds on the market today are black, the majority of which are descended from the single high-quality, well-fleshed bull born 80 years ago. Purebred Japanese black cattle are genetically predisposed to have sashi, a frost-like pattern of fat. This is one reason why they have come to be loved by people as the finest Wagyu beef. Miyazaki Prefecture is one of the largest producers of Wagyu cattle in Japan. The prefecture is also known for its production breeding cattle, which is a thriving business. Miyazaki Prefecture has a reputation for having excellent pedigree that is used for breeding by other high-quality brands of cattle. In Miyazaki Prefecture, our predecessor pioneered the selection of high-quality cattle. Only those with the ideal genetic traits such as best meat quality and quantity could become a breeding bull. Because of its excellent genetic traits, the calves sired by Miyazaki breeding bull are shipped all over Japan, contributing to the quality of Japanese Wagyu cattle nationwide. Only best Wagyu can be called Miyazaki Wagyu. Must be from Japanese black cows born and bred in Miyazaki Prefecture. These cows must be bred directly from the Miyazaki Prefecture bull or directly from bulls designated for cattle breeding. Miyazaki Wagyu has a strict quality standard and it's graded at grade 4 or above. Cattle born and raised in Miyazaki Prefecture that is below grade 3 is not called Miyazaki Wagyu. This grading system is the rating system used by the Japan Meat Grading Association to rate beef from cattle produced in Japan. The meat quality grade is 5-point scale based on 4 criteria: fat marbling pattern, fresh color, tightness texture of the meat, and the color quality of the meat fat. Miyazaki Wagyu has won the Wagyu Olympics 3 consecutive times. This title is also known as the Prime Minister Award, and it's held only once every 5 years. Miyazaki Wagyu has been recognized as the best Wagyu in Japan for the last 15 years, which makes it the best in the world. Miyazaki Wagyu is extraordinary due to the combination of the perfect nature of Miyazaki Prefecture and the incredible commitment of the producers. The first key factor is ideal natural conditions in Miyazaki Prefecture. Located in the south of Japan, Miyazaki is warm and natural with a wide expanse of fertile land, including Shirasu Plateau, a volcanic ash plume which seeds the soil. Miyazaki is also blessed with clean natural water. The second key factor is that we have developed our own local cattle breeding program. We have spent nearly 50 years improving it. As a result, we have some of the best cattle in Japan. The third key factor is the commitment of the people breeding and managing our cattle. This is because farmers work alongside the governmental associations and make concerted effort to constantly improve the quality of our products.
I am Akitoshi Yakobe from Miyachiku Corp. I would like to give you some information about the processing, sales, and the delicious taste of Miyazaki Wagyu. Miyachiku Corp has been a packer of beef and pork in Miyazaki Prefecture, which is the production base for cattle and pork in Japan, for the past 40 years. Miyachiku Corp is a company that supports beef producers with capital from JA Miyazaki Agricultural Economic Federation and Miyazaki Prefecture. Miyachiku Corp consists of 2 cutting and storing plants, 3 processing centers, 11 sales offices, 6 restaurants, and 4 direct sales outlets. Since we are a manufacturer, we are able to provide support to our clients by running our own processing operations and restaurant operations. We can also provide support for a variety of projects, including restaurant menus that feature Miyazaki Wagyu. For more information on Miyazaki Wagyu, please watch this footage.
一つは油がしつこくない、あっさりしていて、ずっと食べれるようなお肉ですね。で、サシの、きめ細やかさが非常にきめ細やかに入ってて、見た目も美しく、食べて美味しいっていうのが宮崎牛の良さだと私は思います。お肉自体はですね、サシがやっぱり結構入っているものですから、基本的にお肉を一度焼いて寝かせる、熟成させる。で、肉の繊維に水分をうまく回してあげる。2度目焼いた時に、焼き色をしっかりつけて口に入った時に肉汁がジュッと出る。一口目、うわ美味しい、目が飛び出るような感じで私どもよく見られるんですけど、食べて最後お客さんが笑顔になっていただけるっていうのは私たちの最大のお仕事でもありますし、いろいろやらせていただけるのが一番いいことかなと、一番嬉しいですね、逆に。
My first impression is really juicy. It's very different, yeah.
My first impression was how it melts in your mouth more than anything. I think maybe the biggest difference between Miyazaki Wagyu and different types of steak would probably be the finesse with which it is made, kind of thing. You can really tell that the chefs know a lot about how to cook the meat and are really clued up on the process and the history of how this is made. Whereas with normal steaks abroad, it doesn't seem as much care is taken into the cooking process. So I think that would be the biggest difference.
The best thing about Miyazaki Wagyu is its rich flavor and soft buttery texture that has perfect umami while not overwhelming the palate. It has been reported in some academic papers that oleic acid, which is mainly found in olive oils, inhibits the production of bad cholesterol in the blood and prevents arteriosclerosis. Miyazaki Wagyu has the highest oleic acid values among Wagyu cattle officially announced at National Competitive Exhibition of Wagyu Beef. In Japan, Miyazaki Wagyu is considered to be so valuable that it is given as a prize to the champion of an important sumo tournament. Since 1986, the Miyazaki Governor's Award has been presented to a champion sumo wrestler. In addition to the trophy shown here, the victor is given the extraordinary prize of an entire Miyazaki Wagyu cow. Also, for the third year in a row, Miyazaki Wagyu has been part of the official menu of the Academy Awards after party. When the ban on beef exports to the US was lifted in 1990, Miyachiku Corp. Was one of the first Japanese processing plants to be certified to export Wagyu to the US. Since then, exports of beef from Japan have been increasing every year. Currently, about 30% of Wagyu exports to the US come from Miyachiku plants. Exports to Hong Kong, Taiwan, and other parts of Asia have been growing steadily as well.
Next, I'd like to explain how we can manage our brand in order to maintain the high quality of Miyazaki Wagyu. We established and operate the council that works together with all parties to create better Miyazaki Wagyu industry. The brand name Miyazaki Wagyu is registered with the Patent Office as a regional collective trademark of JA Miyazaki Economic Federation. Miyazaki Prefecture controlled quality by central managing and improving the breeding bulls of cattle through the Livestock Improvement Association of Japan. Following that, the group companies process the product and sell them to designated store to maintain quality control. All cattle have an individual identification number and a production history certification. Because of them, it is possible to easily confirm the owner and feed history of the cattle.
In terms of manufacturing and processing, we have a state-of-the-art plant in Japan, which enables us to provide high-quality products. Now, please take a look at the video from the new Tsuno factory that was completed in March of last year. We have obtained ISO 22000 certification in Miyazaki, and both plants are regularly inspected by the government for export. We process about 28,000 cows and 360,000 pigs a year. At the new plant, which was completed in 2019, we are increasing animal welfare by zoning for separate pig processing areas and workhouses. There is strict temperature control in the workrooms. In addition, we established a water supply system at the stream bed. We ship Miyazaki Wagyu domestically and also all over the world. In August 2019, we also acquired certification to export beef to the EU. We supply Miyazaki Wagyu not only to the domestic market, but also to the world. Currently, our two plants are able to export beef to the 15 countries and regions shown here. Currently, our two plants are able to export beef to the 15 countries and regions shown here. In order to provide genuine Miyazaki Wagyu to the correct condition, we have instituted a system of designated shops. Designated shops are authorized dealers and restaurants that sell Miyazaki beef and are certified by the Better Miyazaki Beef Production Council. Miyazaki Wagyu, supplied by the Miyachiku sales channel, is labeled with the Miyachiku logo on the outer package. This is the proof of quality control and authenticity. We introduced the deliciousness of Miyazaki Wagyu, the superior quality control, and our efforts to manage and raise the Miyazaki Wagyu brand. Lastly, I would like to show you some of the commercial footage of Miyazaki Wagyu in Japan.
In many places in the world, April 1st is April Fool's Day. Even though April Fool's Day only happened once per year, people will tell little lies to each other, sometimes to make each other feel better. What does the grown-up son do to reply the mother who lied to him for his sake? In this video, we will share the feeling of when someone does their best to provide for their family every day with the gift of Miyazaki Wagyu.
え？
でもその嘘はちょっと笑えて。
絵は100点やね。
よいしょっと。はい。優しくて。
お母さん、肉好きじゃないんよ。
優しすぎて。
お金のことは心配せんでいいけ。
時々大丈夫？申し訳なくなる。
大丈夫大丈夫。
だから今年のエイプリルフール、はい、
いっぱい買ったね。
僕は母にずっと言いたかった嘘をついた。俺肉好きじゃないよ。
嘘が下手やね。
食べよっか。
In December, Christmas season, Miyazaki Wagyu would like to honor someone in particular, Santa Claus. This is a warm but sad story about a girl who tries to believe in Santa no matter how much she grows up. In this video, we would like to congratulate all the Santas for being the best Santa Claus.
そんな世の中のサンタクロースの皆様に届けたい動画です。
I kind of like the thought you're an ice cream cone that I have yet to lick. I like the thought that you're an apple that I have yet to pick. But though I'm loving all this sweet anticipation, I'm ready for you to exceed my expectations. First day that I got my favorite blankie, or like the first time Bonnie and Clyde held up a bank. He said, though I'm enjoying all this sweet anticipation, I'm ready for you to exceed my expectations. And there's a line of thought says Christmas Eve's much better than Christmas Day. It's so much better before all the secrets are given away. But though I'm all for the night before and stockings yet unscented, I'm ready to be the girl you take for granted. Says coffee smells much better than the taste, and the way they talk, you think the rest of the cup just goes to waste. But though I'm all for lighting coffee-scented candles, should I choose to, I'm ready to be the girl that you could use to. You're like a brand new new pair of jeans yet to be worn in. But you know the best jeans are the jeans that look like the jeans that you were born in. Though I'm loving all this sweet anticipation, I'm ready for you to exceed my expectations. Come on, exceed my expectations.
We would like to ask for your support of Miyazaki Wagyu, the champion of Wagyu beef.
All right, thank you very much for watching the promotional video. And I also like to introduce the Yokobe-san and Furutani-san from Miyachiku. Actually, they're in Japan, they're on live. I really appreciate Yokobe-san, Furutani-san, ありがとうございます。何か皆様に一言ありますか？はい、お願いします。お願いします。
こんにちは。宮地区の古崎と申します。いつも宮崎牛を愛していただいてありがとうございます。
Thank you, everyone.
今日はよろしくお願いします。
はい、ありがとうございます。
Yeah, I think everyone can agree that that video, for me personally, the fact that they give a whole steer away for the sumo wrestling is pretty amazing. I don't know what you do with all that beef, but I wouldn't mind actually getting all of that. And also the fact that you can track your beef and it has a certification, so you know all about it. I think nowadays we're really trying to understand where our food's coming from, and it's really important to be able to know where you're getting it. And then the fact that they're certified and they have information and you can track where they're actually coming from is a really big part of what's happening. And I think it's really interesting that that's available to people when you do consume the Miyazaki beef. So I think it's a really important factor to it. But yeah, so thank you so much. That video had so much information. I hope we all learned something. And even looking at that factory, it's like this the different what I personally think of when you think of a meat processing is not what we just saw. I mean, that was pristine and clean and just amazing. I can't imagine, like something like that over here. I think it's something that, speaks to Japan and the cleanliness and what they focus on as far as, with the meat. And I think we all think about Kobe beef and we all think about like Miyazaki beef, and all the way that they treat the animals is different than what we're used to, what we're hearing. We hear certain things about cattle production over here, but the way they take care of their meat obviously is at a different level than what we hear about. So I think it's something to think about, that when you purchase your products, we know where it's coming from, and that's the kind of place it's coming from, so you can feel reassured of the level and the quality of what we're getting. So I think it's pretty amazing. But thank you so much. That event video is great. Now we're so lucky we have Chung, our team member here, who we're live at Azuma Foods, which is kind enough to let us borrow their little test kitchen that they have, giving us a space to work today. And we have Chung, who's gonna show us a few dishes live. So I'll go over to Chung.
Here we go.
Good morning everyone. I'm Chung Kim. I'm glad to introduce 3 dishes using Miyazaki Wagyu today. So first dish is sukiyaki. I just use a ribeye for sukiyaki, but you can use also streamloin or chopped chunlo to lower the food cost.
I see you have hakusai and stuff in there. What else do you have as far as vegetables?
I just used today tofu and Chinese cabbage, hakusai, and the backside onion and bunapi, the Japanese leaf. But skimians in Japanese are preferred or like. So whatever you like, you can use in the sukiyaki.
Right, because I think we've been debating on what everyone puts in their usual sukiyaki. Like personally, I have different things than say takasan or chunk, so it's really preference, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I like onion.
Well, we'll talk about the onion later.
So I'll put the sauce.
And what's in the sauce for the sukiyaki?
I made this sauce by myself. The ratio is medium 3, sake 1, and 1 soy sauce. But before mixing everything, you need to evaporate the alcohol by boiling in the pot.
And you can also use sugar if you don't have meat or mix them. What do you recommend?
Yes, of course. So you can use a sugar. It leads to lower the food cost as well. But I recommend use mirin if you have it.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me start. Okay, it takes like 14 minutes. So in the meantime, we are gonna move to the next dish. So next dish is stick steak.
And what's the cut we have here today?
I just use stream loin. After I just trimmed every fat outside. So a little bit salt, pepper, a little bit. Side.
There's a decent amount of fat on there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of salt was that? Was that kosher salt, or we have different kind of salt? Looks the color looks a little different.
Sorry.
The salt.
Salt. The salt. This one is both are we are handling. So this one is the wasabi salt. This one is the moshio, which means mixing the seaweed and salt at the same time and boiling and drying. So in the meantime, we're gonna do the yakiniku, also called Korean style barbecue.
Okay, and what kind are we using for the
Just use the chamo today. The chamo actually has a lot of fat outside. So I think it's just the yield of the red meat is 60%. So you can use the fat for the hamburger or hamburger steak as well.
trimming, so you're not removing anything, so nothing's wasted?
You're right. So there you can save the food cost, and then you can serve another dishes for your customer.
So we have shishito and eringi.
Yeah, shishito and eringi.
And the shishito, you have a little bit of oil on there?
Yeah. The avoid the dry out.
Okay.
めっちゃいい音してる。
Oh. It smells good in here, everybody. You're missing out. We don't have a smell-o-vision. I mean, I've heard the flesh cow everyone wants. I would love to say it was a gift from the generous Taka-san, but it was not. I stole it from off his desk.
So this is the chongo after our trimming. You can see the beautiful moulding here.
Beautiful. And if we have any questions, we're happy to field anything. If you have any beef questions, Miyazaki questions, since we have our friends from Japan visiting us, even any other questions about Japan, we're happy to field those as well. I hope you all are getting that sizzling sound because it smells and sounds great over here. Not a bad way to start one Monday morning. Does everybody have any favorite ingredients for sukiyaki? I know Taka-san doesn't like poo in it. I
Oh
like.
yeah, I never tried poo in sukiyaki.
Does everybody use onion in their sukiyaki? Because that's
We're gonna rest
usually-
like around 4 minutes.
4 minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
And looks like almost done.
Oh, looking good over there, Chung.
Oh.
So we have a question here. So I don't know if we want to pose that to Chung, who's working in the kitchen over there, or our friends from Miyazaki. It says, I heard that when you buy the whole piece of beef, there's a lot of fat that you have to trim off before you use it. What ways can you use that fat? Chung, do you have ways you can use the fat?
I'm sorry?
The fat from the trimmings from the beef? What can you use it for?
So like what I said, like a hamburger, or hamburger, the hamburger steak, hamburger patty, or what else?
The fat part, though, just the fat.
Yeah, just fat part.
I think you render the fat. You use the fat instead of oil before, right?
Yes.
We were actually couldn't find oil in the kitchen, so Chang just trimmed off some fat and used that as our oil for the pan.
And it's very good for, when you make fried rice or those kind of,
that's a good idea.
I think a lot of chefs have, more creativity. So,
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, simple recipe, but makes it delicious.
Because I try to live by the fat is flavor philosophy in my life. So I don't shy away from the fat.
Oh.
How are we looking, John? Wow. That
This is too early for this.
Yeah.
Never too early.
Could you share the reaction?
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks delicious.
Looks amazing.
Amazing.
So hungry.
So wasabi will be the nice match with Wagyu because Wagyu has a lot of fat. Like the same idea with Otoro.
Hey, Sean, do you need to use extra salt and seasoning because of the fat?
Yes. Yeah, you will work as well.
Do you think a little extra seasoning?
Extra seasoning is also okay, but I just recommend the pure salt, not the seasoning salt, because it will ruin the Wagyu's the plain flavor.
But compared to like regular like American beef, do you think the seasoning is different?
It contains a lot of fat, so fat go outside when you grill or barbecue the steak. So more salt is better, I think.
Okay, great.
Then how you would recommend to quick cook the Korean way, like a well done, or like medium rare, something?
I know Chung the other day we talked about this, but he thinks a little more like instead of medium rare, he thought medium was better, right, Chung?
Yes. For my preference, actually medium to medium well done is better because Wagyu has a lot of fat, so it is not cooked if it is a rare or medium rare, the fat is too. The uncooked fat feel like it doesn't taste good. Yeah, but it's just preference. So rare should be worth as well.
Yeah, I think we tried about a medium last time, and it actually was really tender. It was. I mean, obviously we rested it, so it was nice. But the medium was, for us, I think preferable to the medium rare. But I think again, like you said, it's really personal preference.
So anyone's having? I mean, anyone's trying?
I'm making Taka-san.
Oh, that's
He
good.
deserves it.
Wagyu for breakfast.
Fantastic.
Breakfast Wagyu.
Breakfast of champions.
いただきます。
どうぞ。
Mm.
How does it taste?
Need more time. Very nice flavor. Very elegant. Not too fatty, you know.
Yeah.
Very smooth and very rich flavor. Yeah, since the chongo has the less fat compared to the ribeye and sirloin, I recommend the chongo for yakiniku.
Oh, okay.
We actually have a dry aging question. Maybe we can pose this to our friends here in Japan. Do they dry age Wagyu like they do in America? I'm gonna see if they can. Our friends from Japan haven't.
Yeah, that's good.
Right.
Yeah, because we have a question about dry aging.
宮敷さん、今クエスチョンが入ったんですけども、質問が入ったんですが、和牛はドライエイジすると美味しくなりますかっていう質問です。
やっぱりサシが結構入ってるので、どちらかというとあまりドライエイジングはしなくてもいいのかな。
So it's a little different from America. I think they don't necessarily recommend the dry aging like they do with American beef. So I think it's a little different from. I think we always hear about dry aging, but I guess not so much with the Japanese Wagyu. I think this one might not be another one for our guests. We have people asking here about the portion sizes in Japan. It seems to me that the high fat content of Wagyu, you should probably use smaller portions. Do they agree? Yeah, I think they're asking if they notice that Japanese portions tend to be smaller when they have Wagyu and things like that. Should the portion sizes should be smaller, you think, because of that high fat content? I think, you know, Americans, we see giant T-bone steaks or porterhouses that are massive, but with the Wagyu, do they recommend smaller portions because of that fattiness?
今またもう一つクエスチョンが来てまして、アメリカのステーキって結構1パウンドぐらいのサイズが非常に多いんですけれども、和牛の場合はやっぱりステーキの場合非常に小さいポーションでサーブされることが多いんですけれども、まあやっぱり小さいポーションの方が、食べやすいというか、まあ、どういった理由でこう小さなポーションの方がいいでしょうか。どれぐらいのサイズがいいとかっていう何かこうご提案とかありますか。
そうですね。大体鉄板焼きとかで召し上がる場合にはですね、コースで出されますので、お肉だけがあんまり大きくなっても、日本の場合はですね、適量にはならないのかなっていうところがあるんですけども、なので、まあ、120g とかですね、多くても200g とかっていう範囲の中で、 提供されていると思いますね。
So they're saying that they recommend usually between 120 to 200 grams. I'm not sure what that translates to pounds. Taka-san, do you know? 200 grams?
That's 7
7 ounces?
7
yeah,
ounces,
so
yeah,
it's
42.
significantly smaller. I think in general too, if you ever travel to Japan and the portions are smaller. Okay, so I think we're getting ready over there with Chung's steak. And how's our sukiyaki doing?
Yeah, it's almost done.
Oh.
So good.
You want to try?
Me? Masai-san, you can try. Your turn. Oh, yeah. Chops. Oh.
What parts of the sukiyaki?
I'm just going straight for the good stuff.
It's a ribeye, it's a sirloin, or it's a chuck?
This is chuck roll. This is chuck roll. Kata roast.
So in Japan, the Japanese people just
It's so tender.
Japanese people eat tamago to egg.
Yeah, I wish we had an egg.
Raw egg, right?
Yeah.
Raw egg.
Yeah, I usually don't do raw egg just because of, I don't know, I'm a little scared with raw eggs.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it gets like creamy and rich when you have that egg. But
Yes,
it's
right.
delicious.
Yes.
Really nice flavor.
So if your customer is like Americans, I think the pulling the egg at this moment is way better.
Okay.
Yeah, because American doesn't like the raw egg.
Right. Looks good. Fantastic. Great. Amazing.
How about the steak?
Oh, am I gonna eat the steak too?
Yeah.
Want it?
Is it too big?
No. So you think I should put anything, or just the salt that you had is good enough?
Yeah.
Wasabi?
Wasabi works. If you need salt here,
I trust you. I'm sure you.
or mix into their wasabi salt.
I'm gonna go with this. This is a fresh wasabi, or the?
Oh no, it's frozen wasabi that we carry.
It's really fluffy.
It's a high-end, high-quality wasabi. So
Yeah, it's not too sharp.
Yeah, right.
It goes really well.
Yeah. Actually,
Really
wasabi is
good.
not sharp. Actually, horseradish is sharp. But if you add horseradish a lot, it will be
So good. I know you guys are all jealous. It's a good breakfast, a lot of protein. It doesn't feel too oily or fatty. It's just a nice balance, so it's really good. So anyone who's afraid of fatty beef, you don't get that stringiness of it. It's just like it sort of melts in your mouth like butter. It's really nice. Thank you so much, Chung. That's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, Chan. Thank you very much. Thank you, Masai-san. And everybody, thank you. Yeah, so never goes wrong.
I know everybody's hungry now. I feel bad. All right. Well, thank you so much. If anyone has any other questions, I think we've answered everything in our Q&A. All right. Well, that was our first session, and we thank our friends in Japan. Miyachiku-san. Thank you so much, everybody.
Arigatou gozaimashita.
This
Yes.
is a fun way to start your morning. So we have 3 more webinars coming up. So come join us again. We have upcoming is next in half an hour is going to be our Kyoto Katsuobushi.
Kyoto Katsuobushi, yes.
And then we'll have our soy protein, which is soy to the world. You can all comment about if you like my titles of my webinars or not. And then last but not least, we'll have our catch of the day with its Kitio-san, which will be a lot of fun. So we hope we'll see you guys again soon. We'll be back in a little bit and hope to see you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
ありがとうございます。
はい。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。また。